Hello to you beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. That's right. You heard me right. And thank you for joining me. If this is the first time that you are finding my videos here on the YouTubes, welcome. Again, my name is Noa Lakshmi and I am here to serve. If you are interested to know more about me and my work in the world, which is astrology based and also deep healing on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, helping individuals to upgrade their entire reality using astrology as a tool, but so many other things. And if you are on this path and are intrigued, go to my website, noalakshmi.com. Would love to hear from you. And we're going to dive into this week's astrology and what's going on in the cosmos, the like I like to call it, the cosmic weather. And a little thing just really briefly here about astrology, because people have all kind of different opinions and it's all good, you know, to each their own. I believe that astrology is really ancient wisdom. It's not something that is happening outside, out there somewhere. It's also the planets, the cosmos are not doing anything to us, but it's this universe, this life that we live in. It's all energetics. It's all energy. Even what we consider to be physical, it's all moved and driven by energy. And so the reason why I like to call it a cosmic weather, it's the same as the actual weather that we have, meaning that you look to see if it's going to rain or not, right? If it's going to snow or not, and you're going to prepare accordingly, meaning if you see that tomorrow is going to be minus 20 degrees, you're not going to go to the beach and wear your bathing suit, although some of you may choose to do that, and that's all good. Nevertheless, if you see that, you prepare accordingly. You're going to have a jacket, you're going to have warm clothes, you're going to prepare. Same thing if you know there's this storm coming, right? You're going to prepare accordingly. It's the same thing with astrology and the waves that we keep riding, is to know what is the wave that we are riding and how to prepare accordingly and not to push against it. But to be in that flow of life, to be in that flow of the universe, to be in that same flow as God. Now, the reason why I'm even giving this kind of like introduction, which I always like to emphasize when it comes to astrology, and maybe you are new to astrology and have a better understanding of what astrology is, and not just like this woo-woo hocus pocus stuff. It's especially with what's going on right now. And this is one of the biggest messages that I have for you with this update this week. I'll start with the fact that we are swimming right now, and literally swimming in the waters of Pisces. We have so much Piscean energy, which is we've been feeling for the last couple of weeks, because we have Mars is in Pisces and going to be in Pisces until the end of the month. Neptune is in Pisces and it has been there for years. It's going to be there for a long time. The south node of the moon is in Pisces until May. I'm just giving you the breakdown of which planet that we are looking at. And then we have Chiron, which is the wounded healer. It's where we hold this wound on an individual level and then collectively. And Pisces is also has to do with unconscious. So there's just a lot of the unconscious and hidden things that we've been dealing with, right? This year has been such a intense year because of that. And now we have Miss Venus that just entered Pisces earlier this morning. I'm recording this on Tuesday. It's January 3rd. And Venus went into the sign of Pisces early morning or late last night for us on the West Coast here. And we have the moon in Pisces. Now, the moon moves really quickly. So the moon is in Pisces for 2 to 2.5 days. It's going to come out of Pisces by late tomorrow. But right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies in Pisces, which is the majority of the zodiac right now is in Pisces. And not only that, we have 3 of our personal planets, which touch us on a very personal level, Venus, Mars, and the moon in the sign of Pisces. And I just want to say that if you woke up this morning feeling maybe foggy, feeling a little confused perhaps, just know that to not get freaked out. And that goes back to what I said about just knowing the waves that we are riding and prepare accordingly and not get all stressed out or panicky. So if you did wake up this morning with this feeling of, man, I thought everything was clear, or I thought that I made these decisions, but now I'm not quite sure if I made the right decision, or I'm confused again about this direction that I've chosen to take. Again, a little bit of fogginess and confusion, maybe even feeling anxiety, because Pisces can feel with this confusion, it can feel this anxiety or like searching in the dark. Also, let's remember that Mercury is still in retrograde, so there is this revisiting and revising and rethinking about things. So the bottom line with all of this, and if you are experiencing that, is don't get lost. Don't get lost in those in that confusion. Don't get lost in that lack of clarity if you're experiencing that, or some type of anxiety. There is a part of us, because we do have a strong Capricorn right now with the sun in Capricorn, and Capricorn wants to be clear. Capricorn wants to get shit done. Capricorn wants to get business done. And so we can feel this internal conflict of, wait, Capricorn is the mountain goat climbing up the mountain. How can I climb up the mountain if everything is so freaking foggy, right? And then Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograding in Capricorn. It's kind of like this energy of, wait, maybe there's a fog right now. Maybe I'm being asked to not keep climbing so fast. And there's a fog that is is inviting me to just take a chill pill for a moment and actually think about what trail I want to take up the mountain, because there are a few. So if you are confused, it's like, okay, let's sit here, let's open the map and look at the details. Mercury in retrograde, and the details are within you. Is to really look within. It's this introspection time, and it's a very interesting energy because there's this like excitement of, oh, it's the new year and all the goals and all the new year resolutions, which are wonderful, super wonderful, and keep the lists and keep the list of goals and achievements. That's what Capricorn is all about. And at the same time, don't just press on the gas pedal right now, being stressed or thinking that you don't have any time. You've got to get everything done right now, because going back to reading the weather, this is not the time for that. This is not the time to press on the gas pedal. This is not the time to go full speed. It's time to get everything lined up in a row. It's time to get everything in order. To ask yourself the questions again of some decisions that you made. Are you still wanting to take that route? Are you still wanting to take that path? Is this still the goals that really aligned with your values? With Venus going into Pisces, there's definitely more compassion and more love that we are all feeling, and are softening the harshness of Capricorn, softening the harshness of no emotions and just decisions. So if you feel yourself caught up in that energy of like, oh, I just need to make decisions and I just need to move forward, that's where Pisces is like, no. Align yourself with the universe. Align yourself with what I like to call divine will, what I like to call God's plan. And that's, that's the whole thing with Pisces, that the universe, God, has something in store, and it's not obvious to us. Not all the details are in front of us. And I know I talked about this last week. It's this relaxing. You've got to relax into the mystery. And for some of you, that can be a mind trip, especially the beginning of the year, when you have all the goals, when you have all the lists or whatever. And it's like, but wait a second. I don't really know how it's going to happen, or I'm not quite sure if I made the right decision. And you can get caught up in the loop. So to avoid that, and especially if you're prone to anxiety or stressing out, part of Pisces is this surrendering, and know that whatever is meant to be will be. Whatever doors that need to be open will be open. There's just nothing you can do about it. I actually posted it on Facebook yesterday, and I said, when it comes to, whatever is meant to be will be. You can close the door, you can lock it, and you can throw the key. But if something is meant to be, and if that door is meant to be open, God is a damn good locksmith. And this is really what it's all about right now with all these Piscean energy, especially with Mars in Pisces. It's just how much can you let go? And we're definitely looking at control issues. The sun is very close and is approaching the planet Pluto. There's going to be an exact conjunction on the 6th and the 7th in 3 days. The sun meeting Pluto is very intense. So it's not a warning, just to pay attention with what I said. Don't push hard. Don't press on the gas pedals. If you've got projects that need to be completed, you've got to surrender to the timing. It doesn't mean to be passive and not do anything, but just do it slow. Don't just jump into like big things and big projects and just like wanting things to move fast, because they're not going to. And the more you push against it, the more frustrated you're going to get, and the more you're going to spiral down, And the sun meeting Pluto is, it's like looking at some control issues, and especially in Capricorn. What are you trying to control? And life is asking you to just let go a little bit, just let go. Let go of that control and allow the flow of life to enter your life, to enter you. That magic. There's a magical aspect to Pisces. It's mystical. And Capricorn is almost like, I wouldn't say the opposite, but it's quite the opposite. Capricorn is very practical. It's business, get business done. But it's so much more than that. Capricorn really understands the structure of life. And my invitation to you is to understand the structure of life and to also incorporate the magic into it, which means you've got to let go of control. And Mercury in retrograde is that opportunity for the introspection, to ask yourself, what am I still trying to control? And I'm not allowing the magic to enter my life. And I'm not allowing the mystery to really unfold on its own. With Pluto in Capricorn, there can be this manipulative energy. And what in your life are you trying to manipulate? Or manipulating other people, manipulating in your business, in your profession, in your relationships. There's a lot on the plate right now. And of course, there's so many other aspects, but I just really wanted to focus on this because it's so major. I'm looking at the chart and it's like Pisces all over the place. So it's interesting, the fact that we have entered the new year, but let's remember that the calendar itself is kind of like, and that's Pisces, right? It's like deception. The calendar is like, it's made up. It's not even real. All these numbers, if you do the math, and I'm not like the one to do the math, this is just things that I know and I always feel and I've always felt. It's like it's made up. The dates, the numbers, it's kind of like all made up. And then we look at the cosmos, we look at the astrology. We didn't make that up. These planets have been around longer than we have. And so I just rely on that. I follow that. So, but okay, since it is the new year on the calendar and we all feeling really motivated and eager to enter this new year, just again, follow the rhythms of nature. Follow the rhythms of nature, the structure of nature. With Saturn and Sagittarius for another year, nature's laws, not man-made laws, not the calendar that was made up by people, but nature's laws and nature's cycles. And astrology is just part of that nature and the cycles. And so, you know, again, all this Pisces energy and this mystery that is unfolding, I want to really invite you to relax into it and to know that there is a bigger plan. And if things you're not seeing everything and things are not developing the way that you have anticipated them to develop up until this point, do not get frustrated. The universe, God has a very weird and mysterious ways of doing things. So I want to invite you to trust that. Strengthen your faith, especially as we're entering the new year. Let go of your control. Don't get caught up in every single minute detail. Bigger picture. And remember that. Thank you so much. That is my message for you this week. And thank you so much for watching and listening. If you are liking this video and other videos, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are interested in knowing more about me and my work, go to my website, noalakshmi.com. And one of the things that is brewing for me, and I'm really excited, is my next group program, 40 Days to Self-Mastery, that I'll be launching in March, spring equinox. If you are interested and would like to know more, follow the link down below. I would love to hear from you and talk to you if you are interested in taking your life to the next level. So contact me on my website, go to the link, and that's it. That is what I have for you this week. Sending you so much love. Stay awesome and stay beautiful. It's going to be a fantastic year, but starting it with one step at a time and relax into the mystery. Sending you so much love. Sat Nam.